Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Flips it out in the flat. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The corners are walked up tight. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to power their way ahead. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Offense working from the pistol. Looking for a gap. It's Ball. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump them.
Wide open spaces. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And he gets him to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks in Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
To the air. It's Stockton. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's their second fumble on 2 possessions. My goodness, we want to come out and establish the run and get that part of the game going, but you didn't think you had to coach ball security. That's day one. That's elementary school when you're learning how to cover the points of the football. They got to do a better job taking care of the football.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got a man, it's Jackson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Gators line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Stockton. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Thomas. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the run, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a chance. He's loose. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver, but if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes a catch. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He wants it all. Handed it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this off.
It's a seam wide open. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stockton. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But, man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win it.
Touchdown, Georgia! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Showing off the arm. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Back to pass, it's Flagway. Going deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Wants to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, and you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
To the air, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
really good job by the defense understanding third down, the situation in the game, and play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, now forcing a fourth down.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off the play fake on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The Dogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Got it in the middle, it's dealt. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They'll pass on the 50-yard field goal try and instead try to pick up the first down here on 4th. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. It's a running room. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Trying to barrel in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Dogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of a dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Give to the single back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And they swarm him under.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Got his man downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll go back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's got it on the run. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gators have their offense in high gear. From the gun, looking for a man. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Florida. They take the lead with the 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Dropping back, it's Lagway. A strike downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Pressure coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Just keep slinging it. And they can't make the connection.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Sturdivant. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. To the air on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Handoff to the lone back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Takes it the other way. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Back to pass, it's Stockton. grabbed in the middle. It's Branch. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Here comes the 2-point try. Snaps it in the shotgun. Using the quick game. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Scanning the field, it's Glagway. He unleashes a long one. Brings it down on the right side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Power football with the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed over the middle. It's Livingston. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards.
Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Trying play action. This time on target. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work is done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the two-point conversion here. Pick your play. Let's get ready to roll.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the too late. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Stockton. He's got it. The two is good, and we are all tied up in the fourth.
Great job executing the two-point play. You've now tied it up. There is some time left on the clock. Kickoff team, defense do their job, and we are going to OT.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking deep. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. QB draw. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. To throw, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Timeout, Georgia. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. With the ball marked down at the 33, that'll leave them with a 50-yard attempt to try to win this game. Kick is good! The big leg delivers the winner. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sport.
game.